So recently my mental state hasn't been the best. I went to a wedding in August, like middle of August, and I dislocated my kneecap while dancing. Hence, you see me like in a different position now. I'm sitting instead of standing. So yeah, I went to a wedding, and while I was dancing, I have no idea how I've done that, but I was dancing and I think I wanted to move, and like my whole body moved, but my foot stayed in the same place, like it didn't slide on the floor. And then I could just feel it. It's so disgusting. Like I could feel the upper thigh, like I don't know, like it moved the separate direction, and the kneecap popped out, and I lost my balance and I fell. And you know what they say, like when you die the life flashes in front of your eyes or whatever. This actually happened to me. I think it took me like 2 seconds from when I was standing to fall down on the ground. And I had like millions of thoughts in that moment. I was thinking about how I just started personal training and now this happened, how I'm going to New York in a month, how my brother had this happen to him like 12 years ago and he's still not okay. Honestly, it was like literally 3 seconds and all the thoughts came to my mind. The kneecap popped back in, but I couldn't get up. I couldn't even like get on the chair by myself. I couldn't put my leg down. So the venue called the ambulance, and of course I was the center of attention. Just look at this. So yeah, this is me being like wheeled out of the venue to get to the ambulance. So I was actually like strapped into a chair, which is embarrassing, and I also got high on the gas, so that was fun. So yeah, I went to the hospital, I went to A&E. It took like 5 hours. I got an x-ray, and then I was talking to a nurse who was not great. She didn't even give me any crutches. Once she saw that x-ray was okay, she decided in her head that now I'm fine. So she was like, oh, do you want me to wheel you out back to the waiting room, or are you gonna be okay? And I was like, bitch. But yeah, when someone asks you this question, like, I don't know, I just felt very intimidated, I guess. I don't know. The whole night is a fucking haze. But yeah, I just said, I'll be fine. And I just literally skipped on the other leg. Yes, so I didn't get any crutches for like a few days. Then I called my GP. I got an appointment with a different hospital. Everyone was like very upset about this whole situation. They gave me crutches. Turns out the x-ray showed something. I went to ortho, a lot of things. Now I'm better. It's been, now the time of recording, it's been like 2.5 weeks. I'm able to walk with one crutch. But yeah, first 2 weeks after the accident, I was miserable. I was like really down, and from being like very active. I'm walking around 8,000 steps a day. I just hired a personal trainer in July, and I was making so much progress. I was going to the gym like 3-4 times a week, lifting weights, and just being like, I don't know, out and about all the time. To being stuck at home, I was not able to even move. Like walking in the shower, just this little tiny step was so painful that I like for first 5 days I was literally crying in the shower every day. Like I don't remember crying so much. And I had to like rely on other people, which I hate doing. I'm so independent. I know it's not always a good thing, and sometimes you have to let other people take care of you, but it was very hard for me to ask Victor, my flatmate, to buy stuff for me, to ask my friends. And I felt very lonely and scared. Like my solo trip to New York is coming up, and I was not sure if I'm gonna be able to go. And I was waiting for this trip for years, and I was so excited, and I felt so heartbroken that I might not be able to go, but luckily I think I will be. I'm getting much better with my leg, and the physio thinks that I'll be able to go. I might take crutches with me just in case, but I shall be fine. So yes, in this video I want to tell you how I get out of that mindset and how I made myself feel much better physically and mentally, because recovery, it is hard, and especially if something like this happens and you have to rely on other people and you can't move, you can't do anything. It's so hard on you mentally. Some people don't realize that. My friend told me, oh Daria, you like to be in bed. You like to just be by yourself. Come on. It is different when it's your choice, and it's different when you cannot actually do anything else. So the first 2 weeks were not fun. I was just fucking miserable. I was still working like 9 to 5:30, and while I was sitting, my leg was swelling even more, and I had to take a break, and that was really painful. And then after work, I was just like mindlessly scrolling on TikTok, reading books and watching Netflix, but like without actually focusing on anything. My brain was just, I don't know. I didn't even cook. I was just would just order ready meal, like buy ready meals or order stuff on Uber Eats or Deliveroo because I couldn't really stand for that long. And I was putting weight on my other leg, and then I started to get like a hip pain and knee pain and the healthy leg. I also have a heel spur on that one, so that's not so much fun to put so much weight on that. And I'm not the lightest, as you can see. I was just miserable. I couldn't leave the house. I feel like I'm not doing much progress. Like I'm not gonna be fine. And then slowly I started getting better. I decided to get better. I'm not even talking about physically, because that came like the last few days. I'm getting way better. I started walking with one crutch and I can do more things because I just started physio and I'm doing exercise at home. But mentally, I'm doing way better since like a week or so. And I'm gonna share that with you because beginning of my recovery, I was looking for videos like that and I couldn't find a lot about kneecap dislocation, recovery and stuff. And I felt like I was going through this alone. But no, you're not alone. A lot of people, it's very popular. I think just people don't talk about it that much. I don't know. I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I'm gonna move. I'm just changing the position constantly. I cannot make myself feel comfortable. Yeah, that's the one thing that's still, that's one of the things that is bothering me. Like if I sit down in one position for too long, my legs kind of get sore and I don't know, it's just annoying. One of the major things I've done is affirmation. I always talk about affirmation, but now I took it to the test. I found this health affirmation on YouTube. I will link that video down below. And honestly, it changed everything, like physically and mentally. Yeah, I was doing this every day. I'm still doing it before I go to sleep. And I honestly feel like I'm gonna be okay. I know that this affirmation is gonna help. And I have complete faith in that. And I have complete faith in my recovery. And honestly, since I started doing this, my knee improved so much, and also did my mental health, because I have this faith, right? I don't know. It's just, I feel calm and I feel confident about the recovery. So 10 out of 10. Could not recommend more. Just do it. Also exercising. I know that I don't look like someone who's like very active. I'm very wobbly and I'm very big, but I do walk a lot and I go to the gym. Since February, I think, me and my friend were going to the gym at least like 3 times a week at 7 in the morning. And then in July I got a personal trainer and that was going great. So that was very hard for me to just, you know, lay down and do nothing. But I was trying to do things. As soon as I got my crutches, I was trying to just like walk around, just, you know, on the street around the house, just do as much as I can without hurting myself more. And then I went to see physio and he gave me some exercises and I'm doing them religiously? Yeah. Am I forgetting English? Yeah, so I'm doing that. And yesterday I finally went back to gym. I'm so happy I could cry. Like obviously I'm still not 100%. We're just doing upper body because I can't bend my leg. This is my maximum. My PT know what he's doing and I have total trust in him, and I'm so glad to be back on track because my nutrition was not on point. I lost a pound during all this, surprisingly, because I was not eating healthy. Well, I was not binging per se, but I think I was chasing dopamine with food a bit. So now in total I've lost 10 pounds since July, which is 2 months. I know it's not the fastest, but also I need to be compassionate and I need to be kind to myself because I went through a lot. That was a lot, like physical trauma and mental trauma, and I can get back on track because I can walk with one crutch, but I can walk, I can go to the gym. So yeah, we're back. I hope some of my advice helped you. And if you're going through injury, I feel for you. Leave a comment, leave some love. I'm so happy to be back. Yay!